Hello again, and welcome back to Let's Play Imperator Rome as Magna Graecia. Hope you are well this Sunday, at least in my case. As it is Sunday, I am quite chill, and I am planning on a quite chill Let's Play today. As we are wrapping up a war, and surprisingly, there's quite a bit of domestic affairs that need to be managed. So, with that said, let's get to it. And I will start out right away by saying I apologize if I don't toss out your name to give you credit for some of the things that I might do this episode. There was a decent amount of advice, and I am having a hard time keeping it straight who said to do what. So, and if I make any mistakes, I take total blame for those. All right, let's start then by looking at our peace deal. Now, super peace. I have already actually set this up so that I wouldn't have to click around here. And as you can see, we are still releasing the three major countries there, a large one here and a large one here, taking up quite a bit of the Carthaginian lands, including their core culture and religion areas over here, and also a lot of the coastline here. You will see, however, instead of me playing around over here, I have clicked on taking this province here. This is also Punic culture and religion, and, well, Canaanite religion, that is, and has a couple of very nice cities in it. My plan is not to keep this land, though, but to create a client state here. We have plenty of Diplo slots, and I think it is time that we have a client state to help us out in any regional wars that we get involved in. Long term, I would kind of envision having like a relatively powerful North African client state, maybe an Iberian one, maybe one up here, could even be Ancona, and maybe one here and here. So that's 5 total, just kind of little bases of power to help us along. I realize that does not expand our naval range. There are techs that will take care of that though, so we'll be fine. I just feel like it's much more valuable to have one here than it is to have one over in Iberia, since we already have our own little land up here in Iberia. All right, that being said, I do believe there was one more thing I was going to click on, and that was to cancel subject, because we do have a little bit of extra war score. We can't release any more countries. I don't really want to get more AE just for this. Not important enough. So what I did want to do was have them release this state. It doesn't tell me the state, unfortunately, so I'll have to back out here. It is Kirkuan. All right, for peace. And what I want to do is have them release Kirkuan. There we go. I could probably even get one more out of them. Anything that's about 7 war score? Nope, doesn't look like it. That's good enough then. Let's not overthink it. So, my plan here being that maybe I can sway them to my cause. That would be kind of nice. Alright, let's make this peace deal then. There we go. Peace deal is made. So, the name of this province that we have acquired down here is Massilia. Let's pop over here, go to our administration. I'm guessing this is what it is. Yeah, it's probably the name of the region then, correct. And I should be able then to make Massilia into a client state. Excellent, I can. Let's take care of that. There we go. And here we have a nice little client state. Hippon. They don't like us very much, but which is surprising. Why is that? I don't think that's updated because that math does not add up at all. That's all right though. We will immediately, though, send them a little bit of improved relations. We want them to be happy. How's their population? 38, not great. Pretty mixed, too. But, well, we'll see what we can do with them. Hopefully they don't fall apart in chaos. Some of these people may misbehave, so we can feed them some of that if need be. We'll find out later on. All right, so we no longer need a governor there, then, because we shouldn't have any provinces here, should we? No, it should go away. All right, let's start getting all of our ships home, and I can consolidate what to do with those fleets later. These are the armies. You headed there home? Nope, you are not headed home. All right, Believe that is everybody. Good. Looks like it. I'm not quite disactivating them yet, or deactivating them yet, because I wanted to check over here if they were willing to give us tribute. They are not. I don't really want them as a client state, of course. If I send them a gift, though, I'm guessing that might do it. We'll find out after a month tick or something. And I think we can actually let that month tick even go by. It should just be a couple days. There we go. Still not. Oh, they even got worse. Oh, how did that get worse? Willing to be client state, but not willing to do that. I'm just worried they're going to get eaten. And I don't want them to get eaten. They're quite a ways off from wanting to be friends with us. In fact, they're already in an alliance with Carthage again. That was not really worth our time then. But we didn't have a lot of other people we could try it with, other than Lull over here was the only other one I was thinking of. It's alright, doesn't really matter. So, they don't like us as much as I would have hoped. We'll see what happens, maybe when the aggressive expansion or something goes down and so on. We'll be a little bit in a better position. Now, okay, we've made our peace. We are bringing everybody home. We can deactivate the levies then here. That does remind me, actually, we can't bring the whole fleet home. We do have to leave one of them here. Where's the smaller one? Probably, actually, I better leave the bigger one here. Where is the main fellas? Okay, let's bring them up there. Get them out of Africa. Well, actually, I forgot this is a client state. I could bring them normally. That'll just be a tiny, tiny bit quicker then. There we go. Okay. So now we have a mission that can be complete, and I want to talk about it at least briefly. That mission either involves us spending a lot of money, 800, which is quite a bit of the money that we made, and I have other things for that I would like to do, or making 4 religious endowments, which is a lot, but the bonus is quite nice, and it will really boost this city over here. So once we've made our initial outlays of things that we want to purchase, we will think about whether we want to use the money or the provincial investments there to push this city and finish that mission. There is another mission, though, that we can get to work on, and that is Syracuse needs a court of law and a granary. So let's get those up right away. Need first a court of law, and then a granary. There we go, that is sorted. More of our money away. What ship do we have there? That's just a normal ship, so he can come over and join the rest of the fleet. Alright, so working on that now. The next thing we have to talk about is what we are going to build. Now, before I do that, I wanted to do one thing regarding trade, and that is to outlaw the trade of grain. Because pretty soon our provinces are going to get to the point that we might need a little bit of extra food. You can see that, for instance, in our main home province, we're only getting about 18 a month. That's actually not a lot. So time to start keeping the food for ourselves. And in the long term, of course, we'll start canceling food that we're already exporting. But right now, I just want to prevent us from exporting foods like we have extra here. Let's keep it here. That's fine. Now let's take a look and figure out what we're going to build. The best way to do this, in my opinion, was first to look at the population map mode. And I noted where my biggest cities are. And I have about 7 cities that I kind of have development plans for then. Of course, our 2 capital ones. This one here. This one here. Then our newly up-and-coming religious center there. The city of Nukri here, and if I recall properly, then the last one was going to be that city. Yep, the city of Anturnum. Those are our kind of main ones I want to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. And oh yes, and possibly also this one. So maybe we have 8. The 8 city development plan. Starting with our capital here, let's take a look at what we want. Now, the first thing we're going to get up, since this is the best trade good in this province really, is a foundry. They are relatively expensive, though. 243, which does remind me, let's take a look at tech before we do that. Now, there's no clear immediate thing in the tech tree that we need today, which is a little bit of a shame, because I'd like to take something that immediately benefits us. But I did kind of remap some things to make some priorities here. I won't walk through it, though, because that would take way too long. I did want to see, though, if we wanted to go down this route anyways, and we kind of do. Citizen output, that's a population, happiness, and capital import routes, 2 of them there. And this one is useful when you get larger for the threshold for civil war, modifier, and cohort loyalty gain chances and such. Very beneficial thing. Not as beneficial if you're going tall, which we kind of are, so we see, maybe we end up not going down there. But, you know, for now, though, I think we can kind of plan on going down there. We should get some civics up. We're a little bit behind on civics compared to where I would want to be. This is also kind of a long-term goal down there. But I'm going to start then, since we're going to do some building here, by taking this Pythagorean mathematics, reduce our build costs a tiny bit. Also going to take movement of water, because I've been wanting that forever. And that'll give us a free provincial investment as well, so that if we go the provincial investment route for developing the city of Poseidonia, then it'll be a little bit easier. There we go. Now that does mean, however, that I actually want to cancel our purchases here, and then remake them again now that we've got the slight discount. There we go. Now let's get this foundry up here. All right, so we've got one foundry up here. I've also noted, of course, that because I've always considered marketplaces more first priority as a conversion of culture thing, I haven't actually gotten marketplaces up in here. Given the size of these cities, this should be actually quite powerful. And there's a lot of slaves here who are fresh and of different cultures and religions. So there is actually a little bit of a benefit even of having a marketplace here. So let's get at least one marketplace up in both of those cities. Now, also, in addition, I am going to start queuing Akragas towards having some slight higher slave output and desired ratio. I think that will be beneficial. I know that was outlined. I think Johannes was outlining how that was probably a good plan. So we will do that as well in that city. We're getting a little bit close on pop capacity, so I'm also going to line them up another aqueduct. Because the greater available population capacity, the greater the migration into the city. So let's get that up sooner rather than later. I will not be building one in Syracuse, though. Syracuse has so many nobles and such yet, and nobles and citizens. I haven't quite decided if I want to ship them also towards slave or something, but we'll see. We are already going through our money quite quickly, as you can see, so probably for now, not an issue we have to deal with. All right, next thing on the list, I wanted to actually make sure, because I believe up here, yes, I have not built a theater in this province, so we do need a theater there. Next, let's go up to Poseidonia. Poseidonia is going to be getting, once we do this little mission, some more citizens and nobles. Still not that many, though. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it now to start saying, hey, get me some more priority for nobles and citizens. Probably, otherwise those newly imported citizens and nobles will probably start demoting. So let's do that. Let's make it... Nobles are... Go away there, pop-up. Nobles or citizens. That's a tough one. That is almost... They're really identical in what they do. The pop-ups are not going away quickly. A little bit peculiar. It has monthly civilization change, but doesn't help us much. Tell you what is the bonus here? What is it? More citizens or more nobles? 5 citizens. All right. Let's then give it a citizen bonus thing. A court of law. Yeah. Maybe in the long term we end up giving them both. Same cost. Yeah, that's a tough decision. All right. I'm thinking too long about it. We will make it that first. Maybe later we also make nobles a priority there. This city as well is doing quite well, I must say. But I'm not going to prioritize it at the moment. It has a 48 pops. I can't quite decide what I want to do with those people. What the priority of this city will be. Versus, for instance, this city, which I hoped had, or maybe it was this one, to start queuing a little bit more towards Freeman. Though these cities are better suited for it, to be honest. They just aren't as big yet. Not quite. Dun, 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 dun. Seeing which one, they have almost exactly the same build. This one's a little bit bigger. Alright, tell you what, I will then get a forum up here to start increasing the freeman desirability in this province here. It is a pretty big city, and it will get bigger. It doesn't have a port. This one does. Let me check this city again here. There's no library here. Tell you what, then, let's do it in the city. No library here either, though, and it's already got the training camps. Oh, difficult decisions, difficult decisions. All right, let's start by doing it here. This city's probably got a greater migration attraction rate and everything as well. So we can just start building up a Turnham, as was kind of something we wanted to do. Anyways, then go away, get me a forum there, and then get me a tax office already, yeah, since we'll have some more freemen there. Doesn't hurt to start thinking of taxes. There we go. I think that's as much as I want to spend right now. See, that money goes pretty quick there. Some of those buildings being very expensive, but we've started doing a little bit of the development that we had intended to do. Whew. All right, that is a lot. Now we can get the clock going, maybe. Though there was one other thing I kind of wanted to start thinking of, and this was also definitely some advice from YouTube, from your comments from YouTube. That's so generic. And that is to take a look, in particular, at our line of succession. This guy we can't, or this is our primary heir. We can't get rid of him quite yet, because if we get rid of him, he becomes our primary heir, and he's even worse. So there's, and third in the line, though, is the son of our primary heir, who is not great, but is at least starting to get a little bit better. And then his brother as well is in the line. That's okay, and he's young yet, so maybe he has development potential. All right, he's already been tutored. Okay, good to know. So what I actually do want to do is start working on some of the internal dynamics here. And let's make sure that this guy never inherits the throne. Let's make him a rival and see if there's something we can do about him later. I'm going to mark him as a favorite then for now, just so I don't forget that. I'll take him off later because I've always thought this takes up quite a bit of real estate on the screen. All right, were there other people that we were improving relations with before the big war streak started? I do believe there was. This was one of them. Our relationship with them has already plummeted to almost nothing, though, so it's no use right now trying to rescue our investment there. We also need some claims, though, up to finish up the occupation of Crete. It is unfortunate, too, because these are just such unvaluable provinces. I'm almost thinking it might be worth it to go more the give them 25 gold and improve relations, and first make them feudatories, then annex them, since we did want Crete for ourselves. That might actually really be the way to go. Is that, yeah, the 25 political influence or 20 political influence to get a claim on a settlement there? This one maybe a little bit more so, but eh. All right, oh, well, I'll think about it. We probably need some theaters and stuff over here pretty soon as well, to be honest. Or some courts of law. They're probably losing loyalty a little bit still. Gotta raise that up. Yeah, they are at a tiny, tiny rate, though. This one's a little bit worse. Tell you what, maybe, what's my biggest city in here? Probably gonna be Ellis. Nope, it is Messina. Sparta, not a city? Sparta's a settlement, wow. Or Sparta. All right, then let's look at getting up one building here. A court of law, theater. Theater will increase provincial loyalty a little bit better. And we'll start flipping this population over to something. I don't think we're going to accept any culture over here. None of them are big enough right now to make a significant difference for us. I looked at that, trust me. I mean, I should show you, I guess. See, Unix are next biggest, and we're definitely not accepting that. Roman, no. Mesopotamian, no. Nuragic, no. These are also kind of related to us, so that's the biggest Grecian one we have. I don't see it as quite worth it yet. So let's actually then build here. Spend all of our money. It's all right. Build a grand theater. Start converting some people in that region. Now we're broke. That's all right. We're also making quite good money, so it'll be perfectly fine. So I should probably get the clock rolling here so we don't spend the entire episode on pause, but there are still some more administrative matters that need to be done. I do want to look at this family here. They are not quite grateful. From what I recall, though, we don't have a lot of good governors that we can be giving jobs to. I could actually lower the levies now, though. True. I don't need them up since I'm not going to get this power position here where you get the current strength plus 18. They're still too far away from being good anyways. Oh, yep, too late anyways. I figured this was going to happen. I should have guaranteed them. That they are getting conquered by Emporia. Oh, shame, shame. Let's see how our relations are with these people. They're all okay. A little bit worse there. I wonder why. I've always found this funny. We get the aggressive expansion penalty with these people, even though we were the ones that released them and they didn't exist when we took that aggressive expansion. I was like, all right, whatever. Who has the biggest pops? Wow, they are big. They're big too. I'm going to bet then that Emporia is going to be the one that is the most controllable. So let's start improving their opinion of us. Long term, we're going to try to get them all, though, don't worry. Conquering our little buddy there, what a shame. I might have to guarantee their independence as well or something to get that improved a little bit quicker. Fleets are almost ready. All right, all the levies are here. Yeah, we do need to get those levies down. There is no point of having them around. A good amount of military experience. Excellent. Who are you? You're the mercenaries. Ooh, I've still got my mercenaries I'm paying for. Foolish me. I am going to just disband them because we're not rolling right into another war. Probably should have planned for that, so I could have done that. Let's get these mercs, our legions back home. It is a Sunday, obviously. I'm slow. Alright, get the last fleet home so I can reconsolidate and start figuring out what to do with them. I could have kept the mercs and went at Rome right now. That would have been a good idea. We will be breaking our alliance with Etruria soon enough as well. So since we don't have the 800, I am going to start going for the religious endowments in this enclave. Because we've got a lot of things to do with our money. We've got a lot of things to do with the free and provincial investments too. But so religious endowments and a great temple. So they do need a great temple, which is here. We're going to need a little bit of money. There are too few people as well. What is religious endowments then? That is, that's city building slots, so good to know. Sometimes it just doesn't make much sense. How does religious endowments connect exactly to city building slots? But it's better than the old one when it was like state religious happiness when you did that, which was really not worth investing in. All right, let's make one. We've got 2 free ones. We'll get that rolling, and then we can get the Great Temple up and get this city to its full potential. So, how are our little provinces here doing? Pretty good. Not so good, but, well, that's all right. You'll be fine, guys. You'll be fine. There we go. The legions are home. I am going to split them in half. There we go. Theoxenus is in charge. I should have split them more often and had these second in charge commands take over. Oh well, so what I want to do with her is embark her. Even though I've was supposed to do stuff with this fleet, embark her, And let's just send them over here. This should be quick enough. The other fella can go on, where do I want to build my roads here? I don't think this is an important enough city actually to make it worth my time, but yeah, well, you know, I might as well. Actually, he can come up here. It's just more logical to have him start up here, and we're just gonna do a big coastal highway. It'll be a beautiful drive for people 1,500 years from when this, or 2,000 years or so from when this game takes place. All right, mission can be completed. Oh yes, that's because this is what the other option here. I didn't really go over it. We could make Posidonia an autonomous enclave. No, that's not going to happen. I'm not sure why we would want to do that. Maybe there's some sort of benefit I am missing. So I did split them because they both still have one engineer. So that should mean building roads should be a fine task for them either way, because both the units have engineers. I will start with him then, and let's get him on building roads. There we go. And I'm going to have him go here, then here, then here, then here, and then all the way there. There we go. That will connect the roads that direction. This one is a bit harder, but it looks... Probably I should even have a road there as well, actually, so I should have docked him in there instead. Get the main fleet down here, I'll split it up. Just for my own mental sanity, I like to have them start in the province where the road starts. Makes sense, even if it wastes maybe a tiny, tiny bit of time. Ah, we are going at a slow clock speed there. All right, you as well then. Ah, oh, she's not quite big enough. Just because, not because of the engineers, but the overall size is probably one cohort too small. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's just build another cohort, because I actually wouldn't mind doing that anyhow. I was even thinking, and I mentioned it on the forums, of going to an all-professional force for our capital province. Alright, I need to see the legions here. Alright. Don't know where they're gonna create this one though, now that I think of it. That's a bit of a problem. Let's see. I wanted to look at our balance here and see what we've got. Hard to say right now because I think we are under strength of where we should be. I believe I had more than this. Number of heavy infantry. Or is it already showing our split forces? That's a bit hard to understand there. Create new unit, consolidate, detach. All right, well, whatever. I just will build one here, edit composition. Thought I'd be able to maybe shift over, but doesn't look like it. It looks like what it's doing is it's only showing me this army and not this one. And I don't see any way here to completely reinforce it or add more units just to her element. So I'm gonna have to probably ship some soldiers over there. Bottom line, there we go. It's just annoying because I can't do the math then now that the forces are split to make sure that we're evenly balanced on what I want. That's all right. We'll just make one more heavy, pack them in. There we go. Where did it put you? Of course it put you here. So let's create a new unit. Oh, you are locked in movement at the moment. Let's see if he's when he's gonna stop that. Who knows? All right, now he's not locked in movement, so I can... I'm busy with building roads. I'm gonna have to cancel this then. Cancel your task there, my friend. There we go. There we go. Now, sorry that's so convoluted here. This is the new one. Let's just start marching them up here, I guess. Not worth it sending the Navy back. Now, let's get you back on roads. From there, to there, to there, and back down to the capital. There we go. Apologies for that convoluted route we had to take towards getting that done. What is that ding? Oh, that's coming up a bit late. Horses, sure. That's probably our new horses. Yep. Yeah. Money is already pouring in from that excellent investment we made. Okay, now the fleet. Let's take a look at them. First thing I'm going to do, since we still can't repair this thing, I'm just going to disband it. It's okay. We can't do anything with it anyways. Trust me, it's fine. Why pay the maintenance on it? We will work, however, on a couple more of these. We'll say, oh, let's see, 6 more Tetra's. Yeah, that sounds good to me. And then I'll work on Hexeras as well. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Should probably get one more port that is capable of building at least medium-sized ships. But that would require a level 4 port. I don't even think I have any level 3s anywhere. Most likely not. Or even many level 2s, to be honest. And not a lot of slots even for giving them stuff. I could do it here. The city doesn't seem that important. They have a level 2 though, and they've got a few building slots. Tell you what, I'm going to start working them up that direction. It feels a little bit wasteful, but we do need one more port capable of building ships in case we have to go on some sort of building spree to take on somebody like this. Though their fleet size is going down. Whoops. Oh, no, I hope I didn't click that. Whew, okay. Whew, that was bad timing with the pop-up and clicking down on Egypt. So yes, of course the game shall be held. That does represent an opportunity for a moment, I must point out. Unfortunately, I should have had it timed better, though. Because that improves all of our relations with everybody who is Hellenistic. They are totally loyal. Oh, you bastards. You shouldn't be so loyal to the Antigenids. Okay. They're still going to be forever away. But let's see if we've got somebody over here we want to suck up to in any way. Yeah, I don't really want a claim up on these people. It's just not worth my time. So I will start improving relations with them. Well, we have very little money actually at the moment. Let's pause on it. It's all right. We'll miss this Olympics and the bonus to relations we get because of that. But the next one. All right. This province has now gotten its religious endowment number 1. Let's get it another one. It has the extra building slot, which means we can build that great temple when we have, 235 extra credits. Let's see, rival of the Basilius has passed on. Oh, well, we're not going to miss her. The revolt, again, wants some military access. They are still a revolt. Wow. So I want to just make sure how this is all popping up. Syracuse has a granary. Did I not build a granary there? Or is it still building? And religious endowments. I hope it's keeping track of them. It's because it says make 4. And normally it has a little, events would have a little, you've got 2 out of 4 or something. So I'm just a little bit concerned that it's not working as intended. We'll find out. Somebody let me know if you know that mission is bugged or not. Granary is coming up still. All right. How are we doing on time? Overtime. The handling of internal affairs can be quite a time-consuming matter. Oh, we do have them. We can get them back up on building the roads then. So build some roads, fellas. And go down to here, over to here. Then I want you all the way up. And do I want you to go even further? Boy, I mean, I want roads through these regions, but it's not exactly the most friendly regions to build roads in. All right, we'll build up to there for now. Gonna add up cost-wise, so I gotta be a bit careful. Let's split the main fleet, though, despite our the fact that we want to do some reconsolidating with it. I need to get those troops transported up. Oh, I'm not really sure what to do with the big one. Tell you what, let's get you 7 of those. There we go. That's going to be good enough. I'm going to build then 3 more triremes. Could probably send over some Liberians for them as well, but I don't really want to mix fleets in that way. Just a few of each type that are parallel to each other, nothing further apart. Hope you understand what I mean there. Okay, ships are docked. Let's get you guys docked up. Docked up, embarked. And we'll move them up here. Oh, they can't really go there. Here, you can go here. There's a port in that province. Interesting. Did we finish that mission yet? Nope, not quite. Building a marketplace. And it still needs a marketplace? Ah, yes. Still. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, our mission tree just changed. Or maybe it did earlier and I wasn't paying attention. Oh. Alright, so, alright, we'll do this and then we'll kind of wrap up this episode. Yeah, this probably happened when we moved the capital and I wasn't really paying attention because I was probably centered off and didn't see that the whole tree had changed. So, first we need to do this. They need 2 tax offices. And then they're going to need marketplaces and libraries. We're okay on that one. But next we're going to need 2 tax offices before we can go down to that one and then down to that one. But tax offices have to get queued up. In addition then to the Great Temple up in Posidonia. Ooh, a lot of building to do. Should have saved that money for other things. Alright, the Olympics have concluded. Excellent. A feast for Gorgos. The residents of Carilis are holding a celebration in honor of their much beloved governor. Oh, good. I'm glad you're much beloved. So on with the celebrations. You'll gain some popularity and prominence, or that, no, of course, you know, no. Be happy, people. People of Sardinia rejoice. There we go. All right. So we've got them up as well now. I'm going to move them here. That's good enough for now. The road won't be connected then, but when the other legion gets up there, I'll deal with that. Get you back on road building duty as well. Let them go here, here. That will connect up then. Though I should probably actually just have them go this way. It's not as convenient, to be honest, but there's already a road in that tile. So yeah, tell you what, let's cancel. What is cancel action, I wonder? Previous experience, I just do that. I've never looked if there's actually a cancel last action thing. All right, let's build roads again then. There, yes. Our little pop-up didn't pop up, so hopefully it's, I don't know if he's working. Build a road. Yeah, there we go. Build it up. Oops, no. From here to here to here, then up to here. And then, yeah, get to the coast. Either way, doesn't really matter. Sometimes I really get obsessive, though. This is probably strategically better here. And then here. And then up to here. And then all the way to the border. Whew, that's quite some building we got going on. A lot of internal development. Money's not doing quite as good as I would want it, but that's probably because we're building roads. Military access. Accept. Macedon is still having their revolt. Right, we might as well start getting the tax offices up here. What did I need? 2 of them? 2 tax offices. So we only need to build 1. And then that will be done. How's our friend and ally feeling of us? Good, good. You feel perfectly fine. 131 pops. Did that go up? From when I, created them. Who knows? Think so. How you doing, guys? You liking us? Command tribute. Yeah, they might be there one day. And we can get a military tradition. That is great. Military access from roads. There we go. We'll look at that military tradition in a bit. I know we're going a bit over time, but it's a slow episode anyways, so I feel this is going to be something you're going to want to put on while you're having your dinner or something like that. All right, more building slots available in Posidonia. They still needed that temple, and then they will be sorted. Correct? Yes, I think so. Hope so. We can't afford a temple right now. Alright, and an omen can be called down. Good timing on the omen, too. We're not at any big wars or anything. So we might as well get the main fleet back down. You know, start moving down here. No, I don't really want him here. I'm going to put him here in the new port. He should be able to repair there just fine. That way, these people can focus on just getting all these ships up, and they'll consolidate into the proper fleet rather than getting shoved into the fleet of lights. This is going to be kind of then our medium fleet, heading that way. Right now, it's a little bit mixed. This will be our light fleet. We may even split the light fleet since that's awfully big. I think it might be that we have too many ships, and in fact, I kind of do think we've got too many. There's no reason to have this many lights, the Liberians in particular. So let me just get 6 of them off. Yeah, so we got nice and even numbers. Let's disband that. Yeah, wonder how much we are spending on our fleet maintenance. Yeah, that's pretty high. So yeah, it was a wise idea to cut it down just a smidge. I may even think about cutting it down a little bit more as we build more medium ships. So who died now? Head of the Trifid family has passed on. Oh, all right. Well, we are speaking of people passing on. How about scheming to assassinate? That would be 7 aggressive expansion, but that is going down pretty quickly, so I'm not too concerned about it. And I just want to get rid of this fella. Just because we want to make sure he does not accidentally take the throne, should anything happen to the primary heir. Let's see how this goes. I think we can wrap up then, because I don't want to keep you too long. You know, it's like, I don't mind going long. I'm kind of enjoying myself. It's kind of nice to have a chill episode, even if it's not quite as action-packed. I promise you the next episode, though, we will get back into a little bit of action. There was a lot of organization to be done, though, and I still am actually forgetting things that were on my list. Like, I want to do this, I want to do that. I still want to reallocate all of my governors because I'm not quite happy with, you know, their capabilities. But I'm going to have to review that between episodes as well. I tried to do some of that before this episode, but there was just so much that needed to be done. I would have been sitting here with an Excel sheet and had to, you know, go through with a check, check, check. And I'm not quite... I'm an organized player, a little bit obsessive, but not that obsessive. Let's take this look at the military tradition then to wrap out the episode. So we wanted to continue down and get Victor's spoils so that we could get that slave rate ability and the enslavement efficiency. That is what we will do. Then we can actually start focusing on stuff that's a little bit more military-centric, which will be nice. But first, yep, let's unlock slave raid ability. That will be very nice for getting our cities up and running. Looking at omens here, let's see what we would like to maybe activate here. I would say that we just shoot then for Freeman Happiness with Herms again. That will be perfectly fine. Excellent. Let's check the reliquary here. Citizen output. Well, that's very good. I'm going to think about how to get that into our temples. Which one we maybe don't actually need. The city is not quite big enough yet to become a metropole. When it does, then we'll get an extra position or treasure in that temple. The other option is to make this a city. Wouldn't necessarily hurt. Or we just have to rotate out something that we already have. Alright, people, then thank you for joining me for this very chill Sunday episode of Let's Play Imperator Rome as Magna Graecia. We made our peace. We released 3 countries and then made ourselves a little client state down here as well. Not the most powerful client state in the world. Probably could have made them bigger, but I think it will be a nice little foothold, nice and safe. Looks like there are already wars going on over here. Ah, yes, the 2 Massilias are fighting each other. I kind of expected somebody would fight somebody down there. As long as one of them wins and consolidates and they don't weaken each other too much, we will be at least making sure that these guys stay independent. Maybe them as well in the medium term. We'll work on ensuring that they do not disappear into the Carthaginian hands again. Hope everybody takes care of themselves, and I wish you all the best until we speak again for the next episode, when we will start, I think, turning our attentions both to the Iberian Peninsula for tributaries and to the east to break up some of the big power blocks over there. Till then, ciao.